Hi guys, and welcome back to another video series about this preamplifier ACCUPHASE C3850. And in this video we're gonna build a power supply which I designed it, and I'm gonna try to use it for this project because I have AC coming here, and from here I'm gonna just power with DC voltage all these boards which I have for this project. So I'm gonna have here the power supply for the headphone preamplifier. Here I have the 5 volts for that Bluetooth module which is inside of that chassis, and here I have the 15 volts, dual 15 volts for the preamplifier. So I already also prepared all the parts which I need for this project, all measured and working fine. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, so let's have a look the parts that I need for this power supply, which I already prepared all of them over here. So involve quite lots of stuff. So we have the regulated voltage regulators, linear one. So those one are for the 12 volts. Then we have the 15 volts, positive and negative, and the 5 volts. Then we have smoothing capacitors over here. And here I wanted to put a 4700 microfarad capacitor on 16 volts. I don't have nothing around. As a footprint, it's fitting this one, and this one is just 2200 microfarads at 25 volts. I'm gonna put this one for now, and if in case it's not enough smoothing, I'm gonna try to order 4700 microfarads, and I'm gonna use that one. This one, they fit properly there, so I have 4 here and 2 here. And then I have the small ones that are for here. All of them are these ones. And then I have the 100 nanofarad capacitor, the small ones. So I have these ones, and are not all the same because whatever I find on my stock, I gather all the parts that I need. And I have the KB-P307, which it will gonna be for the headphone amplifier over here, because are 3 amps. Then I have the KB-P210, which are just 2 amps, that is for the preamplifier. And then I have this one, it will gonna be for the 5 volts over here. And then I have these block connectors, which they will gonna be for all that parts over there. So let's get this one closer here, and let's start soldering this connector first. So they're gonna be easy to solder in place. Some solder wire, 350 degrees the iron. And it's gonna be perfect. So let's give a quick solder. They look so right, and I'm gonna do all of them, and then we're gonna carry on with the video. Okay, and here we go. I already soldered all the connectors in place. So I have the inputs over here, the AC voltage, and here it will gonna be dual 12, 5 volts, and dual 15. So let's carry on with the small components over there. So let's get this 100 nanofarad capacitor over here. Let's do this one first. So these ones, they are gonna be over here. Let me just bend a bit the pins like that. They're gonna fit nicely there. This one there. And we have this one. We have this one over there. Then I have here I'm gonna use this red over there. And this 100 nanofarad blue over here. Then I have these ones, the orange ones. They're gonna go down here. Whatever I find on my stock, that's why they don't look all the same, because I don't manage to find all the same. So whatever I have in stock without buying stuff, I'm using whatever I have in the stock. So that's what I can do in order to keep the price low. Okay, so we can give a quick solder in all of these ones. So let's solder all these capacitors over here. So I'm using a BC2 iron tip and a YCS soldering station. Okay, in order that you want to know which tools I'm using, you're gonna find the links down on the description down below. So feel free to have a look which tools I'm using around my working bench. Really like this soldering station, it's really powerful, work really nice. I don't had any issues so far with this soldering station. And the iron tips also what I use. Check the link on the description down below. I'm pretty sure are not the proper original ones, but they working really fine. So all these small capacitor 100 nanofarads are in place. Let's cut the excess leads quick. Right, next they are gonna be these small capacitors. I'm using 330 microfarad capacitors over here. So positive is the long lead. Make sure they're gonna go in the right place. And I already measured it before, because you know I like to measure the parts. So I take time when I search for the components to gather them all together in this bag. I measure them and I make them sure that they are right, and all of them are fine. It's just to put them on the right place. And should have another two. Each days goes here. Positive, the long lead goes in there. And now we can solder also this one quick. Alright, now also a quick cutting these excess leads. Should be a really quick job to put, because it doesn't involve too many parts. So now I can go with this rectifier bridges, what I say. So I have the KBP 307, which I say that goes here, where is the 12 volts, dual 12 volts for the headphone amplifier. So this one I'm gonna might do in this way. So let me just turn over this one like that, and don't forget the long lead is the positive, so positive is in there. So I'm gonna hold in place and give just 1 point of solder. Like that is keeping on the right place. I'm gonna do the same also for next one. Same, the long lead is the positive. You're gonna ask yourself, if it's dual voltage power supply, why am I using so many bridge rectifiers? Because I designed the transformer in order that I can't use only one bridge rectifier. Is the way how I designed the transformer that require to use for each individual power rail bridge rectifier. So this one same, the long one is positive, or you can say there, positive is in that point. So this one also can go in the right place there, and I can just solder one pin for now, and then we're gonna solder also the other ones once I put also the last these two, the KBP210. So same, positive here is marked, is this cut, so it's gonna be in that point. I'm gonna do the same, hold it in place and just give 1 point of solder there to keep in place, like so. Let's put also the other one. Same, the positive is that cut. Same, hold in place and give only 1 point of solder. Now make sure they are nice straight in place, and now we can solder all the pins. So yeah, let's solder all the pins. And I like so much how this PCB board, which I designed, come out. Looks really nice, professional. If anyone might want a board like this one, please leave a comment down below, because I have another 4 spares ones and I don't need them. And if anyone wants, we can be in touch how to arrange, and I can send it to you, and you can just get your components and just solder them in place. Now let's cut also this one quick. Here we go, they looks really cool. Next I'm gonna start soldering the voltage regulators, because they need to go first, and end all these capacitors over there. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the 5 volts regulator, which is this one over here, and to make sure, because when I put them together I just made them so it's L7805, so it's the 5 volts voltage regulator. So this one, it will gonna be sitting over there, and as I say, I'm gonna do the same. I think now I can use without this one, so I can get aside this one, and I'm gonna do a better job if I use just like that to sit over there. Maybe I can come with this one there, just to give a point and to make sure it's in the right place, solder it. So let's give a point there. Now let's make sure that it's positioned on the right place, because this one doesn't have anchor point, the heatsink. So there's nothing that I can do. Is that what I had, and that one what I use. I don't buy any heat sinks. I just found it around here on my stock, and are recovered from different devices, because you know, that's the way how you can get some other components. If you have old devices, You just try to recover from inside whatever can be useful and handy for some projects, and that's the way how I do. Special heat sinks I always recover from different devices because they are useful, and definitely you're gonna need them all the time. So that's the 5 volts over there. Now let's put in the positive 15, negative 15. So this one is L7815, so it's the positive, and this one is L915, which is the negative. So here, according with the schematic, I say the positive. No, I forgot already. This is the negative, put it over there. So this is the L78. So L78, according with the schematic, this is the positive, so it's connected to that one, so should be this one over there. This heat sinks looks like they have anchor point, so I can use the anchor point to make sure that the heatsink it stays in place. Yeah, see, there is the anchor points over there, and I can use them. But usually let's just solder in place the center pin of the voltage regulator and make sure that this one it stays perfect, doesn't touch with the 5 volts one. No, stays perfectly. Let's insert also the negative one, the 7915. Put in place, make sure they don't touch together. Same, let's solder just the center pin over there, and now we can solder all pins from these voltage regulators. So that's one. This one is again one. The center a bit of touch again. Soldering this one. Soldering that one. Just a little touch. And it looks cool. So now let's just cut them off from there. Do the same also with this side. And now I'm gonna say let's put these capacitors, because these one are quite long heat sinks. This is what I had, this is what I use. And now let's go with this capacitor. So I say that I'm going to put them all. So positive long lead, so positive goes in that direction. I can try to put them all and then turn over the board and solder them in place. Okay, let's put the other two down here. And we're gonna do that center one at the end. Let's try to make in such a way that they will not fall down and they stay good down there. Yeah, and now we can solder them. Now we can solder all of them. So quick solder. So yeah guys, while I'm soldering here, please let me know in the comment down below which kind of videos do you like to see on my channel, what more things to do, because well, I would like to make the videos that you like to watch. But for now I am doing the video on the projects I am working on. So for example, I want to finish this project with this preamplifier. And after this one, I don't know what to do. Please give me ideas. Leave your comment down below. Let me know in the comments what projects to do. For repairs, yeah, if I get anything to repair in, definitely I'm gonna do repair. So the capacitors are in place. Let's get rid of the excess leads on these capacitors. Start looking really cool, right? start looking like how I designed it on the 3D model that you can see on my previous video when I show the design, how I made the design of this power supply. So I say I'm gonna see, I put also another 4700 microfarads, but the fit is not the same fit print over there, so I'm gonna use this one in case it's not enough filtering. I'm gonna order a 4700 microfarad also for this this kind of footprint over here. So let's give a quick solder also to this one. I need to do something because this one is not the same height like the other one. Just push it in, and now let's solder also the other pin. Little touch also the first pin. Let's cut the excess, and positive goes to positive. Yes, so everything is fine. Now the last two. So here I should see the positive is up there and negative is down here. So let's have a look which one is 7,8. So this is 7,812, so it's the positive side. This one 7,912 is the negative. So let's start with the positive, and I say I'm gonna do just one solder on the center down there, and I'm gonna insert also the negative side. Gonna do the same to make sure that it's not touching the 5 volt over there. Let's bring this one over here to hold it in place, and let's try to solder the center pin. Yeah, now I can solder all the pins, which looks alright. Let's quick cut the excess. Maybe I should do it from this side. Yeah. And now to solder the anchor from this heat sink, I'm gonna use a bigger iron tip. So let's change the iron tip quick. And now let's solder the anchor brace. So we start with this one. Maybe I should increase also the temperature. Let's try to solder these anchors like that. It's everything in place there, and the heat sinks, they are soldered down to the PCB without having any issue. Yeah, have another 2 anchors around here. That one, this one, this one, this one. So we should be alright with this power supply. So that's how it looks. Finish it nicely. We have the AC coming in and DC coming out over here. Let's give a quick clean with isopropanol. So a little bit of alcohol over there. And a nice clean. for this excess of the how it says, the rosin core from the solder wire. Should be a nice clean. We should have a working board right now, huh? What do you think? It's gonna work? I don't know, but the soldering looks really nice and neat. Yeah, I really like how the board looks like. So it's time to test this power supply to see if it's working. So pause the video right here and write in the comments your thoughts. It will gonna work or is a fail? I don't know. Let's try it. So it's everything already powered here. So I'm using now the AC voltage to show you what I have over here. So a bit, because these cables are really... So here I should have 12 volts AC. So let's have a look what is measuring. So it's measuring 12 volts AC. I should have here 12 volts AC. So if it's measuring 12 volts AC, yes, we have. Here I should have around 6 volts AC. So let's have a look. Yeah, 5.6 volts AC. Here I should have 15 volts AC. And we have 15 volts AC. And here I should have another 15 volts AC. And we have. So the AC voltage is present. Let me change to DC right now. So now we are measuring DC. So I say here I should have positive 15 and negative 15. So that's the center point, 0. So here I should have positive 15. So let's have a look. So you can see I have 14.9 positive. And here I should have 15 negative. Yeah, minus 15. Now you can see over there. Here I should have 5 volts. So you can see we have 4.94 DC, 4.95 DC. And here I have the center point, which is the ground. Here I should have positive 12 volts. So 11.9. And here I should have negative 12. So let's have a look, negative 12 over here. Yeah, so it's working perfect. So yeah, I really like how this power supply works. Okay guys, so let me know in the comments down below what do you think about this power supply. It was worth design it and make it, and we saw that now it's working. I hope that who put the bet on the comments was right, it will gonna work. And yeah, looks like definitely after I populate all the parts, looks exactly like on that 3D pictures on the software. And we're gonna finish this video over here, because I don't have too much time now to put also the boards to test if it's powering the boards and is not dropping in voltage and working fine. But stay tuned, please subscribe, activate notification bell, because I'm gonna carry on with another episode when I'm gonna power the headphone amplifier board and the preamplifier board with this power supply and see if everything working fine. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like. And until the next video guys, have a good day and bye bye.